So you're ready to look for houses, you know what the plan is, you got your realtor, you got your pre-approval, but what happens after you make your offer? Hey, I'm Jennings with Century 21 803 Realty. I come on here once a week-ish to just talk all things about Lexington, South Carolina, things to do here, tips on buying and selling here, and just general everything that you would want or need to know about Lexington, South Carolina. So I wanted to get into what happens after you make an offer, because I know there's a lot of confusion and a lot of questions that go along with it about what goes on in that space between putting an offer and closing time. That can be anywhere from 4, 6, 8 weeks. So once you put in your offer, you put in your offer and your offer gets accepted, you are now in escrow. So at that point, depending on what your negotiations were in your contract, you more than likely are going to have a due diligence period that is more than likely going to be 10 business days. During those 10 business days, the first thing you're going to do is pay your earnest money deposit, or also called a good faith deposit. It is 1 to 3% of the home's value that you put down into the house just to show the sellers that you're serious. So once you put down the deposit, you're going to want to get your inspections. You want to do all of your due diligence. You want to make sure that the house is in good shape. You don't want to come up on any surprises once you close. You want to make sure that everything's in working order. And so what you'll do is you'll hire an inspector. A general inspector normally will cost anywhere between $400 and $600, and they're going to check everything from the roof, make sure there's no leaks, make sure the HVAC is okay, and sometimes they'll kind of see some things that's going on with the HVAC or the roof or some things around the house, and then you might want to get more specialized inspectors. So have an actual HVAC guy come out and check out the HVAC, or roof people to come check out that, just to make sure everything's okay. And then at that point, you may want to renegotiate some things, renegotiate some repairs, maybe get some concessions back to you to go towards those repairs after closing. Once you get all that figured out, your loan is going to more than likely require an appraisal. An appraisal is going to cost about another $500 to get that done. And what the appraisal does is they come in the house, and an appraiser is going to come in and they're going to check the condition of the house and what the houses are selling for within the vicinity in your neighborhood, just to make sure that you're getting the right value for the house. And this is optional if you don't have a loan, if you're paying cash. But if you get a loan, your bank will require an appraisal, more than likely. After you get your appraisal, again, there may or may not be some more negotiations if the value of the home comes under what you have agreed to pay for. So you may need to renegotiate some things in order to get your loan to go through. Then you're going to have your final walkthrough. So this is just going to be a walkthrough just to make sure that there wasn't any damages that happened between the time that you put down the offer and closing time, and make sure all the appliances are in the houses that were negotiated in, and just make sure that everything's good to go before you go to the closing table, which is typically the day before closing or the day of closing, right before you go. Once that is done, you are good to go. That is when you go to the attorney's office, and that will take about an hour, usually an hour, to close on your house. So you're either going to wire over whatever your closing costs are before, or bring a cashier's check to closing, and that's it. You get your keys and you move into your new house. One thing's very important though that I want to point out, that during this period, you want to be very careful not to do anything crazy on your credit, not to buy anything crazy. Even if you're paying cash, wait until after closing before you go out and get new furniture or new decorations or anything like that for the house. You don't want to do anything that's going to compromise your loan. So just be very careful, and if you're ever questioning it, give your loan agent a call. Make sure that they kind of give you a go-ahead if there is any bigger purchases that you want to make. Once you get through this whole process and you get your keys, you're ready to move in your own house, it is officially yours. This is all general steps to get to the closing table. There might be some other things that happen that come up, but I hope that helps clear any questions up or any concerns. And it can be a little confusing, and knowing when dates are and making sure you're making deadlines. Your realtor should make sure that you are meeting all these deadlines, that you are going step by step in an easy transition to get through the escrow period, and lean on your agent as much as possible. If you have any questions, don't feel like you're asking a stupid question. No matter how stupid you might think it is never stupid. Always ask the question. And if you're thinking of buying or selling in the Lexington, Columbia area, drop me a message. I'll leave my information down below. You can call me, text me, email me, or message me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And until next time, bye.